Good evening, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon. Well, I guess you can see my co host here. Batman's sitting here with me tonight. Hopefully, Superman will be over. He was over here a few minutes ago. And Daisy's over here. She's not in camera range, but she's laying right here. But I guess you can see part of her head. Superman, come on over, buddy. Yeah, he probably tired himself out. Well, I see there's a new feature on here. This is the first time I've ever seen it. I just read what it's about. It recognizes top three places, and you get points for chatting and for sending super chats and super stickers. I don't know how many points you get for whatever, but it recognizes the top three places. And other than that, I know nothing about it. Like I said, it's the first time I've seen it. And I just clicked on the little thing there to see what it said about it. Hello, Austin. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Gandalf. Hello, Demoose. And thank you, Demoose. I appreciate that. That's going to push me a little bit closer to the $100 threshold. Not sure if I'll make it this month or not. I had $65 towards it. This will add another $7. Because whatever someone super chats or memberships or any of that, I get 70%, YouTube gets 30%. Hello, Emily. Hello, Steve. Your live still going, Steve? I saw that earlier. If you're still live after my live's over, I'll stop in to see you. Otherwise, guess I'll see you next week. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Reverend Joe. Hello, Bobby. I see Emily just took first place. Took first place away from Arlene. Hey, Teddy, be careful. Teddy just jumped on my lap and almost knocked the phone out of my hand. Yep, it is, Emily. Now, Joanne's got first place. Hello, Hardneck Farms. Is it Wendy? Hello, Lori. Yep, I see what Arlene posted there. It is Wendy. I had it right. Yeah, I'm surprised they do as good with names as I do, because I'm not good at remember names. But I really try extra hard on YouTube. Hello, Carol. We'll get 16 people in here. Not bad. 5 minutes into the live. Nope, this is Batman next to me here. This is Superman's father. Yeah, I always used to be good with remember names and remembering faces, but I could never put the two together. But now I'm really trying to concentrate on getting names with the channel names. Hello, Wanda. Yeah, it is Emily. They do look very similar. In fact, Yvette asked me one day, is Superman and Batman brothers? Or they're at least related, right? I, yep, Batman, Superman's father. And she said, I knew they were related. Oh, nice, Wendy. I I met a lot of people. I should have given you 2 stickers. Maybe I owe you a sticker. Because I try to give everyone one of my round stickers and one of my Arkansas stickers. Well, Bobby, the crowns are a new thing that YouTube apparently just started. This is the first time I've ever seen it. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges and live chat. It resets every stream so you can always try again. And then how do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages or send super chats and super stickers. So I guess it's just a little fun thing that YouTube trying out and just to add a little something to people's lives. Yes, Emily, all my cats get along. Very rarely will they have a little argument. For the most part, they get along very well. It surprised me when I took Sanford in. I figured that he'd fit in eventually. I didn't think it was going to be an instant thing. But there was never a problem with either side there. In fact, my other cats were accepting of him right from the beginning. And it just took him a few hours to feel comfortable around them. It took from late afternoon until the following morning. And that really surprised me. And this is coffee, if anyone's wondering. If you see me pick up the red mug, that's iced tea. Well, thank you for that reminder, Arlene. And also, thank you for dropping all the links. I know everyone appreciates that. Yeah, I get my stickers from the Sticky brand. You have to sign up to get text messages from them, and then they're sending out special offers all the time. And the discount codes are good for a long time. I think actually they're permanent discount codes. Like I can get 100 3-inch stickers for $29. And that includes shipping. Their regular price, if you just go to their website and order them, is 100 for $69, I believe it is. The last time I got them was 150 for $39. And they do an excellent job on them. Well, you've got a sample right there if you got one of my stickers. Well, I'm sorry, Carol. You should have gotten stickers. I'm going to have to get stickers to you. Yeah, if any of you are at a meetup, I know I'm going to the Ozark meetup that Simply Jan's putting on. That'll be next weekend. So if any of you are there and don't have my stickers and I don't offer you any stickers, remind me. Because sometimes I forget. Hello, Howie. Hello, DJ. Yeah, I'm not sure how they add the points up. Because I think a couple people got first place as soon as they came in the chat and commented once. So I'm not sure how that does work. We'll probably learn more about this feature as more people have it on their lives. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen it. Haven't seen it on any of the other lives that I've been watching. It's never been on one of my lives before. So I'm assuming it's brand new. Well, actually, I've got a food forest. I haven't mowed my lawn yet because I've got stuff coming up in the lawn that I don't want to mow down. I've got to try to get that stuff moved off to the side so I at least can mow some paths through the yard. On the side where I'd like to mow, I got a lot of wild lettuce coming up there. And I'm definitely not going to mow down wild lettuce. And in the front, I know a lot of stuff in the front. Because I had Ark Wildman here last year. I hired him to come and do a mini foraging class with me. And I'd have to go back and watch the video that I made for myself. There was a ton of stuff in the front yard. I don't think I got any elephant garlic. Oh, I understand that, DJ. You get your rest. Yes, Emily. It is a good thing they all get along. Yeah, they get along great. Yeah, years ago, I had 18 cats at one point, and one of them had been given to me, and he started trying to push my other cats around as soon as he got there, well, within a day or two. Because it took him a day or two to adjust. And then when I start pushing my other cats around, and Batman and Oreo, they were two of the oldest ones at the time. I did have two other cats older than them, but they were very laid back and they really didn't do too much. But Batman and Oreo, they showed him who was boss. And they never forgot it. Even after he calmed down, they still went after him. But that other cat's the one that started it. Well, I see it's starting to warm up a little bit up there, Wanda. Yeah, that's too chilly for me, the moose. We got down to 60 the other night, and I was right on the verge of turning the heat on. Well, Joanne, you got to come to a meetup. And then I'll give you stickers. No, actually, I can send you stickers, Joanne. I actually need to send stickers to all my members. Hello, Jan. Yeah, I'm going to go back and watch your live so I can get all the information on the meetup. I made it in a little bit late, and then I was trying to watch yours and MT Homestead at the same time. Well, I think that's going to be a good time. We've been getting a lot of rain here, Carol. I'm not going to go off this right now because they'll throw me off on chat. I'm going to try to remember. It's almost 11 inches that we've had for the month of May. I think 10.62 inches. Way too much. I know that. I don't think anyone can send you any sun, Emily. If anyone gets sun, they're keeping it. That's nice, Wanda. Glad someone's getting some nice weather. Well, it wasn't too bad here today. Yeah, I think it's Sunday just started today, Emily, to be honest with you. Hello, Anne. Hello, Sue. Oh, yeah, I can understand that, Bobby. Hello, Ed. And Emily, that was Teddy jumping down. I know you heard it. Oh, okay, Bobby. And thank you for giving those memberships, Anne. The Big Italian, Double Dog, LP, the LP Dimension, Mr. and Mrs. Waterjoe Jr., and Legends Gaming 667. Yeah, I gotta get some of your videos shared out, DJ. Yes, Joanne, they're very sweet kitties. Hello, Gary. Yeah, technically, when I said I had 18 cats, I technically had 20 at one point, but I had two kittens out of a litter that was just born that I don't even think those two survived a week. So I really don't say that I had 20 cats at one time. Hello, Ark Wild Man. Hello, Legends Gaming. I don't. I don't think I'd been on YouTube a week before I got my first hate comment. Yeah, we've got plenty of rain in the forecast, but it looks like we are going to have a few decent days coming up. Yeah, I know you're going to miss it, Carol. I heard you say that on your live that you weren't going to be able to make it. The crowns are something new that YouTube just started. You get points for commenting and sending super chats and super thanks and stuff. I don't know how many points you get for whatever, but you get points, and then top 3 people get recognized with the crowns. And it's just for this live. It'll reset next live. Well, I'm looking at the points right now. And they actually I think probably everyone that's in chat. They've got 29 people listed here. And the first 24 all have 75 points. Then there's one with 50 points. And then the next 4 have 25 points. So how they're coming up with first, second, and third, I have no idea. Hopefully we'll learn more about this in the coming days. Beltloop 29's been a member for 21 months. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Sorry, I always disagree with that. But for me, pushing the same key twice and then hitting enter is easier. Hello, Eddie. Okay, Jan. I'll give you a call sometime. I don't know when. I got 2 appointments, one right after another, tomorrow. Fluffy and Dixie both going to the doctor. And then Daisy goes on Friday. But that's just 10 minutes down the road, so that doesn't take me too long to go there. You tell him, Eddie. Yeah, we haven't had any significant rain here in 2 or 3 days. Let's see. Monday, it was light rain, misty, but it wasn't terrible. I think Sunday's the last time we actually had a hard rain. And here it is. It's been 3 days since we've had a downpour, and I'm all excited about it. Yeah, I think we all need sun, Emily. Yeah, I saw some places in Texas were getting it pretty bad, Eddie. Well, Jane, you gotta have a talk with Mother Nature. No rain or storms or anything during the meetup. Hello, Tony. Yeah, I had pizza last night. I bought a box of small pizzas. There was two of them in there. Oh, probably 4 inch. They're the breakfast pizza. Pretty good. Just pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes. It's all done. Hello, Judy. Judy, your kittens are adorable. I've been watching your shorts on them. Well, I'm trying not to miss anyone, Joanne. I know the feeling. A good idea, Wanda. I think zookeepers do need to have a meeting. Oh, Judy, it's a new thing that YouTube just started doing. It's supposed to be the top three with the most points get a crown, but I looked in it. There's 20 some people that all have 75 points. But anyway, that's what it is. And I guess the more you chat or do super stickers and super chats and stuff, you get points for that. Trying to move the footstool and hit the camera. There we go. Well, Eddie, it's just Random trolls. Unfortunately, I haven't had any trolls lately. Hello, Tales Told in the Dark. What you doing? What you doing, Dino? Oh, there's plenty of people that would say something hateful to me. Hello, Barbara. Superman, come on over, buddy. Well, at least Superman turned and looked at me that time. Hello, Simon. Hello, Nothing But Love. What are you asking me? How do you do that, Simon? Are you asking about the crowns? It's just something that was on here when I opened up YouTube tonight. It's nothing you have to turn on or anything. They'll just automatically put it on there, and there is a way to turn it off. It says learn more or turn off in the help center. Yeah, I think it's something just started today. Arlene's number one right now. So are you saying you have to get up early for work, Eddie? I assume that means you're leaving me? Or you have a good night. Well, where I'm reading this stuff from is right up at the top where you've got the settings wheel. It's right next to that. It says community. So if it's on your live, when you do your next live, you should have that community thing up there. Just hit that, and everything I've read will be right there. Well, Eddie, tell that moron that he's just going to have to start picking you up a little bit later. Hello, Mickey. I haven't seen Lance. Yes, I did go to physical therapy today, and things don't look good. He was asking if I'd had any recent X-rays or MRI. Because he said he's sure that my hip is bad. He said there's not a lot they can do, but he said there's some stuff they can do to try to improve things. But he said he's sure that my hip is just completely wore out. He said eventually I won't be able to walk at all. I'll be going twice a week. Didn't really say for how long. I guess depends on how I progress along. But it did help today with having the heat on it and the exercises that they had me do. Oh, you should have some good chicken food there, Judy. Yeah, I think everyone's yard is mushy, Joanne. I gotta shut the AC off. I can find the remote. I have a tote sitting here that I keep my medicine in and the cat's medicine and some different stuff I want handy. And I got the remote in here. Sometimes I lose it. Could get up and walk over there, but the remote's a lot easier. No, Teddy, don't get up here. You're gonna hurt me. Oh, where is it? I got some newspapers in here because the cats like to rip newspapers up on me. And they keep getting in my way. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. There we go. Well, I hope so, Jan. I want to have some good weather for the meetup. Well, I bet, Judy. This rain is good for gardens. Yep, that's all it takes, Judy. Just get cats and then you'll love cats. I have no idea on that, Barbara. I'm just waiting for his next video to come out. I'm sure he'll tell then. That's one thing I've never had to do with bottle feed a kitten. Okay, Jan. Have a good night. A full-grown rabbit, Bobby? I know it's not uncommon for them to go after baby rabbits. Yeah, Jeff put up a members-only post about his new kitten. So there'll be more details in his next video. Hello, Johnny. Whoops. I'm going to see what place you're in, Wanda. You're in 17th place, Wanda. But you got 75 points, just like everyone from second place to 32nd place has 75 points. So I don't know how they figure out second and third. Arlene's got 150 points. And I think that's because she's been posting links. Because that's when she went in the first place. When she started posting links, she took over first place. Oh, yeah, I've had that happen, Bobby. You know, last job I worked at, I was a cashier at a convenience store / truck stop. Drunk woman came in and wanted, I don't know, $5 or $10 for gas. And then she walked around the store, got a couple sodas, potato chips, everything else, opened up her purse. Like I said, she was drunk. Open up her purse, money's just falling out of that. But she didn't get anything from me. Hey, Batman. Welcome back. Okay, that was a short stay. All I know is Mama V put up a community post saying that she wasn't going to be having her live. I'm sure in a day or two she'll update everyone how she's doing. Hello, Eunice. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch all the comments here that are here for me. Yeah, I have that problem sometimes too, Joanne. Like earlier, I was watching two live, and I saw that Steve was live too. Well, that's understandable, Johnny. And nope, it's not a new camera, new internet. I got fiber optic now, so it's much higher upload, and that was the issue with the satellite. It had a great down. In fact, download was about the same as fiber is, but the upload was very very low on the satellite, and it's a lot higher now, so a lot better quality. Well, thank you, Judy. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Arlene. Wanda. Thank you, Joanne. He said that he thinks they probably can get me by another couple years. But he said my hip is in really bad shape. Yeah, hip replacement's really not in the budget, unfortunately. But I may need to look into getting some insurance. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Susan. Yeah, I keep a lot of empty boxes around just for the cats, Joanne. They love them. Welcome back, Legends. Yeah, my dad actually had 4 hip replacements. The first two we had done, they used inferior glue, and the glue failed after a few years, and they came apart. Which DJ you talk about, Wanda? DJ Turneroo? I haven't seen DJ Turneroo yet. Okay, have a good night, Carol. Yeah, I've heard with a hip replacement that there's a lot of changes you have to make or you'll damage that. Yep, there is. There seem to be quite a few in here tonight that haven't been in here lately. Hello, Ace. Wanda, you know Emily can't sit down. I couldn't imagine Emily trying to sit for a whole live. Hello, zombie. If Arlene's always right on the ball. The cats are pretty active tonight, Emily. Yeah, I'm so far behind in chat here, I'm starting to get lost. I think, Emily, you talked about that woman that wanted money for gas when she had money. No, I didn't give her anything. I didn't have anything to give to her anyways. And once she opened up her purse and started dropping money when she'd reach it in to pay for the stuff she bought, there was no way. It was rough working there, Emily. Because there was so much to learn. You got the cash register, and then the system that EBT went through wasn't in the register. That was a separate thing. The only good thing about that is if our main credit card processing was down, we could run credit card through that machine also. Then the lottery. Then we had a machine for phone cards, the scales that the trucks weighed on, and the machine that diesel purchases went through. What else was there? There was a lot. Seems like I'm missing stuff. The fax machine. And then on top of all that stuff, then there was the stocking and cleaning and all that good stuff. At this point, I'm not sure who it was that walked by. Okay, Bobby. Hello, Panchuco. Nope. Don't need a seatbelt for the high speed. I'm heavy enough so I can hold myself in the chair, no problem. Well, I think it was Sunday that Steve's Saturday Night Live extended till like 9 o'clock Sunday morning. I'm not sure, Emily. I need a refresher on the game. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that disability, Judy. Well, you have a good night, Reverend Joe. Hope you get feeling better. Yes, and when he had the other two replaced, when they took out what they put in originally, those two were completely different. And they lasted the rest of his life. Hello, Jonesy. Hello, Kathy. Well, when I was taking physical therapy in New York, one of the therapists had a hip replacement. They did that as outpatient. He actually stopped in to where he worked that afternoon. He was still under anesthesia. They hadn't completely wore off yet. No, Emily, I wasn't touching her money. She picked it all up herself. Yeah, it's very common for the trucks to have to be weighed because they're very strict on the weight limits. So they have to know that they're not overweight. In general, they can't be more than 80,000 pounds total. And then the steering axle can be a certain weight, the drive axles can be a certain weight, and the trailer axles can be a certain weight. And they have to make sure everything falls into place there, or they can get some major fines. Yep, there's been connections, quite a few connections made from my lives, Judy. Well, actually, for the most part, I don't have a lot of pain. It's more discomfort. But the thing is, I can barely walk with a cane. I can't walk at all without a cane. Oh, okay, Emily. Yeah, that is something with Talk Studio. Okay, you have a good night, Judy. Yeah, I love my sleep time too, Arlene. Let me see. I think tomorrow, Fluffy and Dixie have appointments in the afternoon. Yeah, I think one's 1:45 and the other's at 2. And then Friday, Daisy's got to go in the morning. So I have to get up relatively early Friday. Oh, I can sleep anytime, day or night, Arlene. Hello, Marianne. You know, usually I'm in bed by midnight, 1 o'clock. But even on the rare nights when I'm up until 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock the other night, I'm still up by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter if I go to bed at midnight or 4 o'clock. I'm still up by 8 or 9. Well, I don't think all truck stops have scales, but a lot of them do, Emily, because it is very important for them to know what their load weighs and make sure, even if they're under the 80,000 pounds, they can still get fined if one axle is more than it should be. Yeah, one thing I gotta do, Emily, is you know how usually I'll say hello to 10 different people all at once? I need to start saying hello individually to everyone in those lives because then I'll get more points. And my cats don't give me any problem when I'm sleeping. They'll they settle right down and usually go to sleep. And if they're awake, they're usually pretty quiet. Once in a while, they'll decide they want to kick around the balls that have bells in them or play with that round thing that the ball goes around on the track. But that's very rare that they do anything like that. They're usually pretty quiet. Hello, um, Cryptomira. Am I pronouncing that right? Welcome in. Don't think I've ever seen your channel before. Well, I'm going to subscribe to you and I'll check your channel out a little more later. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell Steve last night, Joanne. Here it is, like midnight, maybe a little after midnight. I wonder where Joanne is. Maybe she went to bed already. And I was going to tell him, I don't think so. Yep, Bobby. I know what you mean there about leaving stuff behind. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't book your name. Crypto might be easier. Hello, Sassy777. Well, I saw the main physical therapist today, and he came up with a plan. He said they're limited on what they can do, but he said there's some stuff that they can do to help me. It's just that my hip is so bad. There's not a lot they can do. Oh, nice. I'm glad you found my candle, Crypta. Oh yeah, Bobby. I was looking at a toolbox at a thrift store the other day. It was $40. It's just your standard toolbox. Had a cover on top that lifts up, and had a drawer or two down lower, right full of tools. I wanted to move it so I could see better to see what was in it. Boy, that thing was heavy. I ended up not buying that. Yeah, when I moved from Brett and Deborah's over here, I wanted to get one of the smaller U-Hauls. Oh, they let me reserve it and everything. I did it online. Found out afterwards from the place where I picked it up that it's better just to go there because they'll let you reserve anything online, whether they have it or not. But as soon as I reserved it, I got a call right directly from U-Haul. Oh, we don't have that size truck. I think it was the 15-footer I'm going to get. We don't have that at the location you selected. So all they have is just, I think they were 24-footers. So I said, was there another date when there'd be one available? Oh, no, not unless someone drops one off, because they don't keep them at that location. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why did you let me reserve it then? Why did your website let me reserve it? And they gave me the option to go way off somewheres and get one. And still going to be 79 cents a mile. And the place where she told me there was one available was almost 100 miles away. Well, that's almost $79 on top of what I already was going to have to pay. So I said, no, I'll just go with the big one. Because I said, I'm not going to pay all that money for mileage. And then ended up filling the big one and still didn't get everything in there. I've made a few trips bringing stuff here, and I got to go back this week if I can fit it in around the cat's appointment. I'm thinking Friday afternoon. and see how much more stuff I can get so I can get all that stuff out of there. But the 15-footer wouldn't have even come close to being able to fit everything in there. Yeah, I had one guy come in one night. He just wanted to see what his weight was. He knew he was overloaded. I think he was 100 and it was over 100,000 pounds. I think it was 104,000 pounds. So he was way over. And he told me, says he does that every week because he knows they don't have the scales open before 7 o'clock in the morning. So he said he just makes sure he leaves like 10, 11 o'clock at night and just make sure that he's to where he needs to go by about 6. He said then he's fine. I wouldn't want to do that. Because that is an awful fine. Yep, you explained that perfectly, Lori. A lot of folks on this live are into homesteading, farming, ranching, gardening, cooking. Yeah, that had to be hard, Bobby. Leaving all those behind. No, actually, I'll make it a little easier for you to sub to everyone. Because I check your channel out, Krypton. You got a legitimate channel. Yes, Eunice, that wasn't a bad deal. There's a lot of sockets in there. A lot of sockets. Hello, Big Family Expedition. Yeah, that makes it rough, Shawnee. bad enough moving just one person's stuff. You know, that's what my father always used to say, Joanne. He didn't have any intention of moving, but he said, you know, I never could move to a smaller place. What would I do with everything? I want to get a fish tank sometime. I had fish years ago. I want to get some fish again. Yeah, I actually saw a truck at the rest area just north of Waldron here. They got out their portable scales one day. There was a trooper sitting behind a tractor trailer in the rest area. He has lights on. And all of a sudden he pulls out around and pulls up in front of them. I'm wondering, what is he doing? Then he opened the back of his SUV, and out came the scales. Okay, I see what he's doing now. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of trophies, a few trophies, but I had a lot of ribbons that I won at the county fair. And they were all in the attic of my mom and dad's house after my mom died, so I couldn't get them, along with a lot of other stuff. Okay, thank you, Crypta. I appreciate that. Always good to get another member. Hello, Tony. Hello, Christian. Yeah, I can't give you a rank right now. You don't have any content on your channel. I've never seen you before. Now I gotta be able to see some content or know you from somewhere else before I'll give you rank your first time in. But I get to know you, then It won't be a problem. Well, Wanda, I've got the 3 cats. I got vet's appointments over the next 2 days. But other than that, they're all doing good. Dogs are doing good. And the chickens are doing good. But something got another one of the guineas today. This morning, all 5 of them were walking down the road, right on the edge of the road. Then I noticed this afternoon that there was pieces of one of them in the road. So something got that one. Yeah, I've got some guinea hicks and eggs ordered. The shipping label was printed for them yesterday, so I figured they probably are going to be going out today. But USPS has been kind of slow about updating, so I'm not sure. I haven't. Last time I checked, I couldn't confirm that they actually been shipped today. They're coming from North Carolina, so it shouldn't take too long to get here. Then after 28 days, I should have some keats. Yep, I got my coffee here. And I'll have to grab something to snack on after the live because I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. Yeah, I'm going to start drinking more water. Get the water filtered, and then it should be pretty good. Well, what else is there to talk about? I don't know if there was anything I missed or not. Talk with the animals, talk about myself. Nothing positive on it, Wanda. The next meetup I'm going to is the Ozark meetup that Simply Jan's putting on. That'll be next weekend. I'm going on Friday. And I'm going to spend Friday night there and spend most of the day Saturday there. And then come home Saturday evening. If I get out of there by 6 o'clock or shortly after, I should be home by midnight. Yeah, I love chocolate milk too. I used to drink quite a bit of it, but not the greatest thing for me. I got to be careful with dairy products. I'm borderline lactose intolerant. And I think I'm worse now than I used to be. Yes, I think that meetup will be fun. Well, there hasn't been any more progress on the house, Wanda. Well, other than the landlord did call someone different for the HVAC, and they came today and supposed to have it working now. So hopefully that keeps working. Okay, Emily, have a good night. Well, you know what? I know quite a few people are getting tired and going to bed now. I think it's about time for me to give up also. I want to thank everyone for being in here. Welcome to my new members. I just want to thank everyone. Hello, Pink Sparkle. Have a good night. No, the purple numbers are something new that YouTube is doing. It's just a fun thing that they're doing. The members have the colored circle with a star in the middle. I got to put my own emojis in there. But the different colors is just how long they've been a member. One color for the first month, another color for the second month, and then I think after 6 months it's a different color. But the purple ones, that's something YouTube's doing as just for fun. But thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll have another live Sunday at 5:30 Central. Have a good night, everyone.